let's get started in tabletop on hands and knees. We will start with a few rounds of cow and cat, so make sure your knees are right under your hips, toes track directly behind, and your wrists are right underneath your shoulders with the fingers spread, clawing into that mat. Take a nice inhale and lift the head and the tail. And then exhale, go ahead and curl the spine, lower belly pulls up and in. Getting a nice stretch. Inhaling, lifting the head and tail. Exhale, curl into cat. Inhale, arch the spine, come into cow. Exhale, curl into cat. Inhale, come to a nice neutral spine. As you exhale, let's side bend over to your left. So you're stretching the right side of the body. Your armpit and your hip are squeezing together. Inhale, come through neutral. Exhale, squeeze to the second side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the first side, getting a nice stretch through that right waistline. Inhale through center. Exhale to the second side. Let's go one more time each way. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right, to the left, whichever way this is. Inhale through center. Exhale to the second side. Good. Inhale, come through center. Exhale where you need to. We're going to take the right leg and step it forward for low lunge. Allow the knee to direct itself right over the center of the foot, and if you have blocks nearby, feel free to use them underneath your hands. We want a nice opening through the back hip. You may feel something happening in that front inner thigh as well. All good as long as it's not pain. Inhale, lift the heart, hands to the blocks or to your thighs if you don't have blocks. And we're just going to breathe here for a little while. Allow your shoulders to relax and tap into your breath. Staying in this low lunge, we're going to take a side bend here. So if you do have blocks, bring the right one to your right, pretty much in line with the foot. If you don't have blocks, you can always bring the hand to the floor. Inhale the left arm up, and as you exhale, we're going to side bend over that front leg. This intensifies the sensation through the front of the hip and a little bit in the waistline. Be mindful the shoulder stays away from the ear, nice long neck, and breathe. Take one more nice breath here. And gently bring the top hand down. Now again, you can use a block or not. Your hand can totally come to the mat here. Center your weight. We're going to reach back and twist to grab that back foot. If you can't grab it, use a towel or a yoga strap to wrap around the foot if you need to. But first, let's take this right hand and bring it to the thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Establish the twist first. Then bend up the back leg and reach for the foot. This gives a nice twist through the spine, obviously, but you get a nice stretch through the quadricep muscle too. So we're really intensifying the opening of the back leg. Take one more nice deep breath. Gently release the foot down to the mat. Bring yourself back to center and then shift your weight back onto the left knee. Now, if you need more cushion under that knee, go ahead and place a towel or fold up your mat so that your knee is happy. Bring your blocks with you. Come up to a vertical position, straighten the front leg, and then pull those toes back so you're balancing on the heel. Inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale, hinge from the hips and get a nice stretch through the hamstring in the back of that right leg. Now you can use the blocks here, or if you're open enough, hands can come all the way down to the mat. Totally cool. Wherever you are in this moment, just breathe into it. If you find that in the middle of the stretch while we're here breathing, you want to go a little bit deeper, you are more than welcome to do so. Let's stay for another 2 breaths. Go ahead. On your next inhale, come up through vertical. Bring your blocks with you if you have them. We're going to turn to face the side edge of the mat. So you're going to have to lift up the knee and adjust a little bit. And you might want to move back so that you're along the back edge of your mat. Now we're going to move into half frog. This will open up the inner thighs and the inner hips. Everybody's favorite. So bringing the blocks down in front of you so that you can rest your hands or your elbows on them. And what you want to do is slide the knee and the foot away from each other until you feel a decent amount of sensation in the inner thighs. Never working towards pain, right? Just a nice, healthy stretch. Now, depending on your hips, you may stay upright or you may fold forward. Now, if you are inversion free, make sure that your head is in line or above your heart. This is why the props are so handy. And this is a modification that I teach in my course, How to Be Inversion Free. Breathing here, make sure that your hips are in line with your knees. We don't want them to shift too far back or in front. Alignment is key here. Take one more nice deep breath here in your half frog. On your next inhale, walk yourself up onto your hands if you're not there already, and start by heel toeing that foot over there a little bit closer. And once you feel pretty secure, lift and shift the knee. Come back to kneeling. Ooh, feel those inner thighs. And let's just come to kneeling for a moment. And allow yourself to feel whatever's going on in the legs and the hips. Great. So now let's work the other side. Walking your hands forward. You can use your blocks here if you'd like. Under the hands, step the left foot forward and find your low lunge. Allowing the weight to shift forward, knee tracks over the center of the foot. Make sure your back knee is happy. Once you're settled, lift the chest, either hands to the mat, to blocks, or to your thigh. Stay here and breathe. Good. One more breath here. Now let's take that left block. Bring it in line with your foot, maybe about a foot or two away. Or, of course, you can always bring the hand to the ground. Inhale the opposite arm up, and exhale, start to lean over for your side stretch. And it's okay if your weight goes off to the side. We're looking for a sensation through that right hip flexor. You may feel it through the waist and a little bit in the belly. All good. Just gentle breaths. Good. On your inhale, come back to neutral. Bring your left hand down to the mat. We're going to take that quad stretch with a twist. So the left hand comes to the thigh. Exhale, twist. Make sure there's a lot of space here between the thigh and the chest. Then from there, bend up the back leg. See if you can reach it. If not, wrap a towel or a yoga strap, whatever you might have to help extend your arm. Open the chest and enjoy the stretch. And be mindful of the front foot. Make sure you're not rolling onto the pinky edge. You want to try to keep that parallel. So foot is flat. One more breath here. Gently release the foot down. Grab your blocks. Shift your weight back onto the right leg. Setting up for half monkey, Ardha Hanumanasana. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Inhale, sit up nice and tall through the spine, and then exhale, start to hinge forward. So this is a fold from the hips. Hands can rest wherever you feel a nice stretch through the hamstring and the calf muscle. We'll stay here and breathe. Good. One more breath here. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale where you need to, and we're going to shift into our half frog, turning to the side edge of your mat. Left leg is extended, right knee in line with the hip, and of course you can move back a little bit here on your mat if you need to. Once your hips are situated, start to move the knee and the foot away from each other. And either stay upright or fold it forward. And breathe, keeping those hips in line with the ankles or the knee, the ankle and the knee. Making sure that the alignment is good so that the proper muscles get stretched in the way that they should get stretched. Take one more nice big breath here. And bring yourself up onto your hands. And slowly heel toe your foot closer to you, bringing your weight onto the right knee. Eventually bring the two knees together. Come to kneeling. You can move your blocks to the side for now. Just take a moment to feel the feels in those legs and hips. From here, let's move on to the belly. So walk the hands forward. Go ahead and lower down the hips and the ribs, and we'll take Sphinx pose. So arms come to a 90-degree angle, palms press down. Allow the legs to fall to their natural rotation. Elbows right under the shoulders. And lengthen through the spine. Shoulders roll down and back. And just breathe here. Enjoy the stretch through the spine. Lower belly has a little bit of engagement in it, so don't let your belly splay all over the mat. Gently pull it up and in. This helps to protect your lower back from overstretching. Take one more nice full breath. And as you exhale, go ahead and open the elbows, stacking the hands, coming into crocodile pose, resting your forehead on your hands. Now once you're here, you can either rock the hips from side to side to release the back bend, or bend at the knees and windshield wiper the legs. If you're not sure which one will feel right, try them both and see what feels good so you know for next time. Good. Gently come back to neutral. Let the legs extend behind you. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Gently press up to hands and knees, and we'll take child's pose. So let's do a wide leg version so the big toes touch. Knees are mat width apart. If you are inversion free, grab your blocks. If you're not, then just settle in wherever you need to go for your child's pose. Let the arms extend so that you really get a nice stretch through the back, through the shoulders, through the chest, the armpits, the upper back. And just let yourself melt and relax into the pose. Deep breaths are always welcome. So if one happens to show up, honor that and take that deep breath. Take one more nice big breath here in your child's pose. Then inhale, lift the head. Exhale where you need to. We're going to move on to our backs. So my inversion-free friends, if you're using blocks, I suggest using them on their medium and low level. If you can lie flat, go ahead and do that. And once you get down there and you're nice and comfy, bend the legs and pull them in towards your chest. Feel free to roll the ankles, flex and point the feet. Enjoy the sounds of the morning rush in my village where I'm living in Sri Lanka. Good. From here, bring the feet down to the mat. We'll take our spinal twist. Letting the legs fall over to the left, stacking the knees. If you have to adjust the hips because you're on props, then please do so. And allow the arm to reach out to your side. This will open up the chest area, along with the nice juicy twist through the body. And you may also feel a nice opening through the outer hip and thigh. Eyes can close here, or you can look down to the tip of your nose. Just allow yourself to relax and breathe. Take one more nice big breath. And gently bring yourself back to neutral, adjusting the hips if you're on the blocks. And let's shift it to the other side. So the knees fall to your right, chest opens to the left. You can extend the left arm out to your side for a little extra chest opening. If you need support between or under the legs, by all means, do what you need to so that you feel nice and comfy. And we'll stay here and let the body melt into the twist. Take one more nice big breath here in your twist. And then bring the legs back to neutral, adjusting the hips if you need to, and find your Shavasana. Legs extend about mat width apart, let them fall to their natural rotation. Arms by your sides. No higher than the shoulders, so they can come out further if you want more space between yourself so your armpits can breathe. Let your eyes close. And if it's chilly where you are, bring a blanket over you to stay warm. And allow yourself to rest in stillness. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet, giving a little movement. And then give yourself a big full body stretch, like the arms come up by your ears, pointing through the toes. And then hug in the legs towards your chest or step the feet up about mat width apart. And gently windshield wiper or rock from side to side. Bring yourself back to neutral. Roll onto your right side into fetal position, using the right arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes remain closed. And either press the hands together at your heart center or place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. And take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Now take a few moments for gratitude, something you're thankful for in this moment, and give yourself a few reasons why you're grateful for that. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Avoiding going upside down in your yoga classes? Tired and frustrated of sitting on the sidelines where everyone else gets their yoga fix? If you've lost your zest for yoga because going upside down gets in the way, you're not alone. Avoid common mistakes that are made when staying head over heart to accelerate your transformation. Click the link in the comments to learn more and to get my free guide on how to modify common poses.